Hello and welcome to Caravanning with the Missus. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for watching and thank you for subscribing if you have subscribed. And if you haven't was subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mind subscribing shortly. Anyway, I hope you're all well. It's nice and sunny today. As you can see, today's little vlog is all about getting a tow bar fitted to my new to us car. So today we have Alex from Trailertrek, who's just arrived. Apparently it's going to take a couple of hours, and I forget how much he quoted me. £620. That was right, Alex? Or do you know how much? Yeah, £620. Not exactly cheap, but obviously there's quite a lot to it, and it's a detachable tow bar as well because the car's got reversing sensors. So let's have a quick look, see what he's called. Blimey, he's cracking on already. Good morning, Alex, how are you?
Not bad, yourself?
Excellent, I'm very well, thank you. Oh, I hate it when they do things like that. Taking my new car to pieces. What's going on? Ooh. Are you sure supposed to be doing that? If anything went wrong, is it covered by your insurance or anything?
Full warranty, and I got liability and insurance.
Oh, right. So what the stage is involved, you're taking off the rear bumper.
Yeah.
And then what next? Just briefly.
And then it'll be taking these off, getting to the mounting points for the tow bar, and going from there, follow the instructions provided.
Right. And the tow bar goes on, and then you've got to do the wiring as well.
Well, the wire will be routed in, power feeds have got to go down to the fuse box at the front of the vehicle.
Right.
Supply a little relay and the charging feed for the caravan.
Excellent. And then you'll test it all.
It'll be tested on completion.
Brilliant, thank you very much. So there's the rear end of the car with no bumper. I imagine I'm probably doing a separate vlog on the new car, why we decided to get rid of the previous one, the old Honda, and replaced it with a new Honda. Well, newish, it's about 5 years old now. Oh, it looks a bit dramatic when it's like that. Why are you having to cut that out, Alex?
It's it. Side down the chassis leg.
Oh, right.
Covered up.
Obviously a structural bit. So they've sort of helped you by
giving it a little slap.
Yeah. What's that stuff he keeps spraying on?
No, this is just because obviously it's exposed metal. Let's give it a quick spray on the exposed metal, stop it going as rusty.
Oh, right. What is it? WD-40 type
Paint.
stuff? What?
Black satin paint.
Oh, right.
You give it a coat of paint back over the bare metal to stop it rusting.
Even although my channel's called Caravanning with the Missus, this bit will be without the Missus.
Very watery. So you don't see any of this.
Yeah.
Just to give it a bit of protection.
So the fittings are already on the car for these bits?
This goes through the towing arm. These two end ones line up with that hole there. This bracket's going to sit on the bottom of there for the bottom two. And them two go into the original crash beam holes.
Ah, brilliant. So there are some holes in the car ready for it.
It's just the chassis legs.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I have to.
Well, you don't want to make it too easy, do you?
Nah, never.
That's it. So Alex was just saying that the tow bar on this car, not the tow bar, what do you call it, the little hook? The towing eye is in the middle, so he's able to just use that for a bit of extra strength for the tow bar. Now he's fitting the actual, it's the beast itself. Wedge the hook into position, or I see it's got a key there. It's yet another key I'll have on my key ring. Better to be safe though, I suppose. There's people nicking it. Do people nick them?
We've heard of the stories of it.
Not many.
Not many. The thing is, if the neck gets pinched, it's a whole new bar because they don't sell that separately.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So that's another £600.
Yeah. We advise you to look at that.
Or it might be covered by my insurance.
Potentially. You can claim insurance, but it's obviously a premium going up then, which...
Yeah. Where's the reversing sensors? I didn't see you unplug those. Oh, they are. That's what. Oh, right. That's what that wire's for.
Yeah.
Oh, I
and
see.
There's the individual fog light you unplug as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah, only one fog light on this. So of course Alex is using the towing eye. So I asked the very intelligent question: is what happens if I get stuck in mud and they need to use a towing eye? Well, they can use the tow bar. Very good thinking there. Obviously, he's going to tighten up all these nuts, I presume. So if somebody does steal the tow bar, then I need a whole new tow bar and whole arm for it to go on, because of the lock. It's just made for that particular one. So it'll be another £600 and Alex will come back out again. So moral of the story is, don't get the tow bar nicked. Yeah, that'll be extremely inconvenient. But then having said that, if somebody nicked it, it's not going to fit any other tow bar, is it? So there's no point. Oh, right.
It's the manufacturer's choice. They've stopped selling just these. They won't sell the neck individually.
Right.
They sell the whole unit, because otherwise they have to break down the entire tow bar just to sell you that.
Right. So if somebody nicked the neck...
Like the housing
yeah.
is the same.
Yeah.
The mechanism inside is the same.
Yeah.
It's a link straight into another Witter tow bar.
Oh, right.
But they won't sell you just that.
Right. So
you have to buy the whole thing.
So it'll click into somebody else's one.
Yeah.
So I can't just buy the... No. Oh, right.
Unfortunately.
If I was a really nasty sort of person, somebody nicked mine, I can nick somebody else's. Clean van you've got there, Alex.
It's not too bad.
So you know where everything is.
Most of it.
So he's just going around tightening all the bolts up now.
I like to stick up to plastic in the way.
Well, can't beat a bit of plastic. You alright with your coffee, or do you want another one? So now he's sorting out the electrics. Always going to take all the trim off.
Yeah, I'll watch this bit. I never like to come off that easily.
Sadie, cover your eyes if you're watching.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's taking all the trim off.
Just to make it as easy as possible.
CRVs are quite popular, aren't they? Are they easier to fit tow bars to?
I'd say about the same, to be honest. In terms of fitting time.
For people that didn't know, this is a Honda HRV. Not as popular as a CRV, but we like to be different. Just a little bit smaller than CRV. I think it's got the same engine actually, 1.6 diesel. There's all the electrics. I think he's going to cut in there and then solder it all up. You're going to do the soldering?
Yeah, solder everything.
Yeah, a lot easier if there was just a plug you could just plug it into.
Yes, even on these. They do, but it's all the way down the front of the car anyway, so you'd have to track it through the vehicle.
Right. So that's a 13-pin electric socket. Nice. Have you got like a little device that you test the electrics?
Test box.
Yeah. So he's just threaded the wires through the grommet for the fog light. That's the fog light. He's just cutting a little slot for the electrics, for the plug to slide up like that. A little slot in the plastic. And that's where it'll sit when it's all out of the way and not being used. That'll be behind the bumper, obviously.
Always use a standing up.
Right, so what you got there then, Alex?
The little relay, bypass relay, which has its own power feed. So then you connect the socket into that, and then that will then go to the light cluster, so it doesn't draw any current from the light itself, otherwise the car doesn't like it.
Right.
And then this is a split charge relay. There's a permanent output coming out of it, supplying the alpha hitch to the caravan, and then the charging feed, which will only kick in when your battery on your vehicle goes above 13.2 volts. So you don't drain the battery when your vehicle's turned off. Keep things nice and tidy.
That seemed fairly painless. So you just basically you just strip those 4 wires. Is that it?
One's
and then pop them in.
One's an earth, one's a permanent power supply, which I'm going to run to the front of the vehicle. Grey is your charging, orange is your permanent feed.
And then obviously we'll need to get the actual individual lights from somewhere, from there as well.
Straight from the loom up there.
Straight from the loom.
So I'll show you in a second.
Okay.
These 5 wires are earth. These 2 wires here. I'll supply in that. And then these wires here are your lights. You don't need pink or brown. You keep the rest on.
What are they then?
Yeah, that's the wire I've put in by the back seat to run down to the fuse box.
Ah, right.
You have to have 2 permanent supplies, one feeding that and one feeding that.
Oh, right.
And I'll stick a fuse on the other end of it, at the front where you can access it.
Right. I didn't realise it's got its own fuse.
Yeah, 2 individual fuses. I'm going to have one for the charging, and then one for all the lights.
Threading the wires in that little gap there, and they're going to go down to the front. So he's threading it down there. Oh yeah, down there, just underneath. Just underneath, there you go. Bum, bum, bum.
Sorry.
There's all the gubbins. Crimping the fuse taps on. Little wires with a fuse on the end.
Which will go straight into the face of the fuse box.
Which will go straight into the what?
The face of the fuse box.
The fascia.
Same as a
Fuse
normal
box.
fuse will go in.
Right,
It just goes in straight like that.
right. So there's already a socket for it, is there?
There's the empty holes up there, empty spaces in the fuse box which will be live, and you stick them straight into it.
Oh, right. Have you found it?
Yeah.
How did you know that was it?
I use the wire for reverse because in its current state it won't draw anything from the vehicle, so I can literally just tap it on the connector inside the plug.
Yeah.
It was live, took it out reverse.
How did you know it was live?
I could hear the relay clicking.
Oh, I see. Ah, clever.
Relay wired in, I can hear it in the now.
Right.
I'm down the board now.
So obviously he's going to solder that together.
On the board.
Right. There's this little testing board.
There you go.
What?
Oh, was that one there?
Oh, right, yeah. Ah, right, yeah, they're reversing like... Oh, yeah. That's it.
Alright.
Sorted. That worked. Happy days.
It's just left indicator and fog light.
Left indicator and fog light. You've done the main... Oh, the main one's the fuse at the front, isn't it? The one you wired all the way to the...
This is... I say, yeah. Power's all done,
Yeah.
which means... Which is the only way that's working.
Yeah.
And then
So now he's doing the left indicator, do you say?
Yeah, just
left
over.
indicator.
single wire across to pick up left indicator. I'm literally just trying to unplug this now, that's all.
That's the left signal just wired up. He's just going to test it. There it is, and you can hear the beeping. Nice. That was a bit of a job. I had to help him by holding a light cluster, but he managed to wire it in, solder it on, just for one wire.
Tilt it back. And left a clean finish.
Nice, very well.
Right. There's your bumper back on.
What?
There's your bumper back on.
Back on it, yeah. Whew, doesn't look so bad now.
Get on my
Plug it in.
Way, mate. It looks a bit tired yet.
There's the tow bar. Lovely jubbly. Looks like a really neat job actually. Can't see it's there at all from here, which is handy. Well, obviously the electrics swings up like so, like that. And look at that, it's gone. All you can see is just that bit around the tow bar. I think Alex is just going to demonstrate it.
So, with your tow bar, the housing is smack bang in the middle, little cover, fingers to the back of it, pop him out.
Ah, right.
And for this to go in, the little pin on the neck itself has to be sticking out and rock hard. That'll be retracted.
Yeah.
Find your housing, square to the vehicle all the way up, tilt the nose down, snaps yourself into place. When it goes green, so.
When it goes green on that bit, right.
And you've got a set of keys to lock it on. Purely anti-theft device, stop people pinching it. Key in the barrel, half turn, stop people nicking it. Take it off, push handle in, little green window disappear, you gotta hold it in, turn it till you can't turn it any further, tilt it up and she'll drop out.
Right, okay.
Okay, and then same again. Big bit goes to the front of the car, pop that in first, clip it up.
Right.
There you go.
Clip it up. Oh, okay. So could I have a go at that then, just to make sure? It's now a month later. It's now May the 23rd-ish. So I'm still editing the video, so I thought before I publish it, I'll just add this bit on the end to tell you what my experience of the tow bar has been like. So since it got fitted about a month ago, we've travelled about 700 miles with the caravan. We've been to Wales. We've done coast to coast really, been from the west coast, Wales, to back over to the east coast, Sandy Gulls, Cambridge, and all the rest of that. Lots of hills over in Wales. And I'm pleased to say the tow bar has been working perfectly, and I've been detaching it as well after each, well, not after each journey, but when we get home, if we're at home for a couple of weeks, I detach it, and it's all worked absolutely lovely. So yeah, good service from Trailertrek, happy days, and thank you very much for watching this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I shall see you soon. Laters taters.